This verse is completely different from the first verse as far as production goes, and he actually seems a little bit calmer. What's going on, everybody? My name is Joey Nato. I am an artist slash music producer. If you want to hear some of my music, there's a link in the description below. You see the hat, right? Today, we're gonna be looking at Witt Lowry's song, Finally Back. I know his fan base, Team Witt, is definitely happy about that, definitely psyched about that. So we have this song called Hurt, and it's actually featuring, oh boy, featuring Deion Reverie. If I messed that up, my bad. Song's produced by Dan Haynes, of course. Man, these guys have been working together for a while now. I'm gonna be looking at this pretty much from a music production perspective, but you know, I'll talk about his flow and everything like that, and all, you know, the passion in his voice, all type of things like that maybe you didn't catch, maybe you hear it, but you don't really understand it. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun here. All right, Witt Lowry, Hurt, featuring Deion Reverie. Let's get into it.
It doesn't feel right without God. It hurts so much to be left.
All right, right off the bat here, what you're hearing is two extremes of the octaves. You have one of the octaves going up 12 semitones and the other voice going down 12 semitones, but it's all probably the same vocal track. In lamer terms, is basically making one voice a chipmunk voice and the other one a chopped and screwed type voice. You know, like this. We all in too deep, playing for keeps. That pitch of the voice. And there's a lot of different plugins that could do that. I don't know which the specific ones they did. And then we have some just kind of suspenseful piano chords kind of going here with a little reverse tail end on them. You could kind of hear it slightly. It's like reversing back a little bit. Let's keep going. We're only 13 seconds in and I already noticed all that right off the bat. So we might be in for a masterpiece here, man. Let's see.
I
like the melody, some delay, echoing.
Yeah. If only I knew to love you, I would lose me. But wake up just to go back and sleep. I hope you and him live happily. But the memories, girl, you gon' have to keep. All the lies that you told me are on repeat.
Okay, this already sounds like a kind of a crowd pleaser, maybe at a show or something. The kick, you know, it's a really deep kick that they're using. That thud sound is the kick that you hear in a lot of beats. Who wakes up at 8 o'clock at night? Why I got my alarm going on? And then that clap is a big clap with some reverb on it, and it's a really stacked sounding clap. So it sounds like a lot of people clapping at the same time. That's just the way that the clap sound is and the software that they use or whatever. But let's hear how he approaches the song. Let's hear how his delivery is. Usually it's aggressive, usually it's heartfelt, usually he has that in his voice, you know, like that's like his trademark thing about his flow. And it never gets old to his fans. So you hear the hurt in his voice, which is appropriate. Here we go.
I don't know it's real, you lie through your teeth. If I could take the feelings that I have for you, just like our pics, I press delete. I've been contemplating 100 times about 100 facts I found out with lies. I know you use me just to pass the time, but you can never say I didn't fucking try. What you meant to me is what I mean to art. It's real with you from the fucking start. You play games with my fucking heart, and after you I fell a fucking part. Damn, I know we weren't perfect. I guess I thought we were worth it. I guess your love was uncertain.
All right, so now the beat's picking up a little bit with the hi-hats, and I even heard like a little light pitched up Congo sound a little bit there, and you hear those vocal things that we heard in the beginning, but just the low octave one, just ooh, ooh, just on the pan to the right side here. But his flow, man's really steady, and the way he does a lot of his verses is he starts off sort of calm, and then throughout the verse he just builds and builds on his energy, and that's something I really admire about what he does here, and that's why a lot of people feel his music, not just listen to it, they feel it for that reason. So let's just keep checking this out.
Busy at the club flirting, friends just keep feeding you bourbon. Car smelling like his colonial weed. For months I would think, is he better than me? I know that he can't love you better than me. I wonder, was it your intention to cheat? Can't believe I believed you. Keep telling myself I don't need you. When talking to her, I just see you.
Got some strings now.
People. Maybe one day you'll change and he'll reap the benefits. Cause all you left me were questions and pain. Don't know why I care if you're feeling the same. I need to just get you up out of my brain. I know I was never the plan.
So he's like choosing women or something? I don't know.
Don't know the you became was addicted though to the pain and the constant games that you play. Just being real when I say that still. And I tried to give you a chance, but things things were never the same.
I like that. That's a little unique flow. I never heard anybody ride the beat like that when it came to, you know, the hook or whatever. Or maybe this is the pre-hook. Not really sure, because right now it doesn't feel like climactic. Usually his hooks are bigger, and you know it's the hook when the hook comes in. So let's see what's happening here.
I ended up all alone. You ended up with a lame ones addicted though to the pain and the constant games that you play. Just be real when I say that still.
It doesn't feel right with you gone.
And this must be Deion here singing this. I like the voice, very smooth, and almost has like a little shakiness in the voice. Like there's a lot of emotion being evoked here.
It hurts too much.
It hurts.
You have one of the worst voices I've ever heard, truthfully.
I like that little like the way they kind of chopped up the word hurt there, which stands out. And the name of the song is called Hurt. And a lot of times the title of the song should really stand out when it's being said in the song. So I like that choice there of the delivery.
To be left alone. I know I was never in
Lot of reverb on the voice here.
plans, but it doesn't feel right in her bed. It hurts to know.
Yo, who my family
And you got like this pitched like maybe for the sake of this video, I'll just call it like a pitched like kind of click, almost like it's glitching almost, just kind of like panning and running through the sides of the headphones here, like bip, 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 bip. But it's a little faster than that. But yeah, I like that. It added some texture to it, some emptiness. That hook felt so empty, didn't it? That was interesting.
doors. Maybe that's why it's hard to ignore you. After all of the time that we spent, sad to think that I still didn't know you. Woke up in a city that we never been to. I wish I could show you. Even my music, I put it below you. Just know I would've done anything for you. Remember I told you I felt inadequate because you came from a family with money, and me I have nothing. I work as a waiter with visions of turning myself into
scratchier
something.
of a clap
The music was
sound.
buzzing, but I couldn't pay for a bill off of people just saying they love it. Had class in the morning, had work in the evening, then right through the night with no food in my stomach. Just know that it's hard. Damn, girl, it's so fucking hard. I keep telling myself that I need to move on, but it's hard to get close when you have up a guard. I know everything changed. The only would probably feel shame for the bottles I bought on my card. You would go to the bar while I was stuck working.
This verse is completely different from the first verse as far as production goes, and he actually seems a little bit calmer here. Almost like, think about like almost like the stages of acceptance or stages of mourning. At first there's denial, then there's, I forget what they all are. I'm honestly thinking about the Robot Chicken skit when the giraffe was like sinking in the quicksand. That's what I'm referencing right now.
It's no big deal. It's just perfect.
But I remember one was like anger, so maybe that was the second verse, and this one is more like acceptance maybe, and then there's like sobbing or whatever. I don't know. That's kind of what I feel like his evolution of his voice and his delivery is throughout this song.
A double to pay for the taking my car, and I guess at its best I pretend like I don't give a fuck, even though to be real I'm a mess. I've been trying to find anything I can find.
Very intricate production going on here, man. Seriously.
It's sad to believe that a picture with me is a picture of you and the next. You should know that it takes everything within me to delete when I'm sending a text.
Doesn't feel right with you gone. It hurts too much to be left.
You feel all that energy coming in now? Now that's like a really squashed compressor on that synthesizer. It's just chords playing maybe the same chords that the pianos was playing. Maybe just a little bit different chord structure, but that's basically what's going on there. And that's why there's like some energy there. It's like an EDM type sound. That's what the synthesizer is there. Like that synth bass. Like da-na-na-na. Okay. He was driving in the beginning, saw the Ashley, and he found Ashley. I have no idea what it means. It's not my niche to understand that stuff. Alright, so this dude is picking up right where he left off, basically, man. Still Witt, it's still the same type of flow and delivery, and still hurt in his voice. That production was really interesting, man. Dan Haynes, man, he really feel like he was really following the lyrics and feel like he had a basic beat ahead of time, but then he changed it as he went along, as he heard what Witt maybe had wrote to it, because there was a lot of like little details and a lot of changes and weird changes in the second verse that I wasn't expecting, and I feel like there was a reason for every sound that was put in there. This was a dope work of art here. I have no idea what the hell the video is all about. That, like I said, that's not what I do. I don't look at stuff like that. But this was dope work here. I like the choice of using Deion Reverie. I hope I'm saying that name right for the hook. I think it was the right voice, right mellowness, you know, sounded good to me. Let me know what you guys thought, and let me know what you guys thought about this video. I don't have a cool outro line yet, so I'll just say I appreciate you guys. Nado.
Held me up like Simba up above his head and said, congratulations, it's a baby boy. My doctor had butterfingers, dropped me to the floor. This is the story of the day that I was born. I should have told you about this before, but butterfingers, yeah, my doctor had